Okay, so the distributive property really just means that everything inside this first bracket, every term, needs to be multiplied by every term in that other bracket. So I like to draw arrows to show which is being multiplied, make sure I haven't forgotten any. So this x needs to be multiplied by every term in the second bracket. Draw arrows to show that. And the 3 needs to be multiplied by every term in the second bracket. So when you do that, you get x times x is x squared. X times 2 is 2x, so plus 2x. Remember that when you have a number and a letter being multiplied together, the number goes in front just by convention. Positive 3 times positive x gets you positive 3x. And positive 3 times positive 2 gets you positive 6. Once you've done that, you just have to combine like terms to finish simplifying. So x squared terms, you only have x squared. You have 2x terms, so you add those together. 2x plus 3x gets you positive 5x. And then your number term is just 6, so plus 6. That's your answer. Okay, next question. So same thing, everything in the first bracket needs to be multiplied by everything in the second bracket. So a times 2a gets you 2 times a, or 2a squared. Then a times negative 1. You have to be careful to look at the sign that's in front of the number. So an positive a times negative 1 is a negative 1a, or just minus a. Then negative 7 times 2a. Negative 7 times positive 2 is negative 14, so you get negative 14a. And negative 7 times negative 1. A negative times a negative becomes a positive, so you get positive 7. Next, you combine like terms. So there's only one a squared term, so you get 2a squared. And then your a terms, you have a negative a and a negative 14a. Negative a minus 14a is negative 15a. Those are done. And a positive 7 is all you got left. There's your answer. Next question. Same procedure as before, so p times q is pq. If you have two letters, it doesn't matter the order. P times negative 8 is negative 8p. Negative 8 times q is negative 8q. And negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64, because a negative times a negative gets you a positive. So don't forget to check your signs. It's very, very important. Okay, look for things to add, like terms. In this case, we don't have any like terms, so that's as far as you can go. That's your answer. Next one, you have same procedure all over again. So the x needs to be multiplied by the both terms in the second bracket. The 4y needs to be multiplied by both terms in the second bracket. X times x gets you x squared. X times negative 5y is negative 5xy. Positive 4y times positive x is positive 4yx. I like to write it as positive 4xy, because yx and xy are the same thing. They're both an x being multiplied by y. So I like to always choose one order and write both in the same order so that I remember that they're like terms. Last one, 4y times negative 5y. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20. Y times y is y squared, so you get negative 20y squared. Now you have like terms to combine. So look for x squared terms, so just say the x squared. Look for xy terms, see a negative 5xy plus 4xy. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1, or in other words just minus xy. That's done. And then you have a negative 20y squared. And that's done. So there's your final answer. X squared minus xy minus 20y squared. And last problem. So I'm going to multiply 9a squared by 5a cubed. 9 times 5 is 45. A squared times a cubed, remember your exponent law. When two things have the same base and are being multiplied together, you add their exponents. So a squared times a cubed is a to the power of 2 plus 3 is 5, so a to the 5th. So 9a squared times 5a cubed is 45a to the 5th. 9a squared times 6. 9 times 6 is 54, so you get plus 54a squared. Then negative 1 times positive 5a cubed is a negative 5a cubed. And negative 1 times positive 6 is a negative 6. Okay, now you look for like terms. There's no other a fifth terms, no other a squared terms, no other a cubed terms. This is good.